Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hammer Away Show. I'm your host, Cynthia W. Hammer, and we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. I want to say happy birthday to Iceberg. My first novel, Iceberg, is 9 years old, and it's still hot coming off the shelf. So thank you, Jesus. We have a fabulous show today. We have a very good friend of mine and a very talented and smart entrepreneur. He is a filmmaker. He is the owner of Lucky Strike Films and founder, director, producer, Mr. Simon Romane. Wait, I got it back. I call him Simon. It's Romane. Simon, hi. Welcome to the
Hi,
Hammer
how are
Show.
you? How's everything?
Great, great.
Thank you for having me, and thank you to everyone that's listening. Hello.
Hello. You know, you have an array of accolades, and so I just thought to have an opportunity to sit down and talk to you about everything that you have created, and it would be, instead of just reading off the long list. So let's just start by letting people know you are a brother from Haiti, correct?
Yes, I'm from Haiti.
Okay, so we love Haiti, very courageous. You are the only country that did not, give in and held out and actually fought people off of you to remain the strong Black nation that you are. So I just want to say that, because what is that like for you? Because you're very proud.
Yes, yeah. It's actually put like a bigger, a lot more energy, in us and me, to do what we want, go after what we want, because we came from a background of fighting, of striving, of surviving, to be what you want. So, and that is what I bring to the film industry, that drive that I have, the need to make it, the need to survive, and that strength, that it put within me. So I am very proud to be Haitian, and everywhere I go, I always wear that color.
Yes, I love that you do. I'm very proud of you, because you've taught me a lot. Simon has been very gracious to allow me to come into his world and be on set and actually put me in a few of his creativities that we will talk about. But I want to first say that, okay, so you've been up for, like, you've had like a couple hours of sleep. For the people who are trying to get into business, I know that you're a hard worker. I've seen this firsthand. So you have literally had 2 hours of sleep. Do you do shoots at night? Because
Yeah, I should say night and day, because I work for a different company.
mm-hmm.
So and I also have my own channel that I'm setting up, getting ready to launch, and I'm writing a series. I'm finishing French Connection. So when you have all those things going on, you sleep less, you get more work done.
Yes.
And the time of vacation will come.
I'm glad you see, he's so smart. He gave me the brilliant answer. I wanted to say, because he taught me something years ago about lighting. I watched you, literally, you guys on set, wait for the perfect lighting. I'm like, what the hell are we waiting for? And you're like, we're waiting for the perfect lighting. So sometimes it makes you have to work late into the evening, right? Just to get that shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So sometimes you have to be on set and wait for that perfect time, for that perfect set, for that perfect acting, So it requires a lot of patience. If you don't have the patience, it will be hard to be in this industry, because sometimes you're on the set 18 hours literally. When we were shooting I'm Not For Sale, sometimes we're on set 18 hours, because there's a time for everything.
Okay, so since you mentioned I'm Not For Sale, I was going to go through your movies, but let's talk about I'm Not For Sale. I'm Not For Sale is the plight to end human trafficking. It has a big buzz in Hollywood. Would you like to tell us about it, please?
You girls about accepting gifts from customers! Whatever they give you, you give to me because I own it! You own nothing!
Just wanna be rescued.
Yes. So I'm Not For Sale is a project that's very close to my heart, because coming from a background with a lot of sisters, and we're living in a world where it's not getting any safer for women to walk the street, and if you want change, it has to start with you. So that's the reason why I was like, you know what? I cannot pick up a gun and go hunt the traffickers out there, but I'm an artist. You know, I can create, I can be a voice for the voiceless. So, and that's what I'm Not For Sale is. It's, you know, give people a first-hand look into the horror, in the background of the horrific things that happen to young women and young kids that captured by the traffickers, you know. So it has all different kind of background because we all in this together, and if we want this to change, we all have to fight to end it together.
Yes, I literally cried. Well said. I literally cried on set when the reality hit in about the children, how young they can actually be that are being sold off for sex trafficking. We usually see no trafficking as a sex trade. It could be for anything. It could be for labor, but usually when you snatch young children off the street, it's something perverted. It's a huge topic in this nation. Everywhere you go, people are finally not afraid to speak up and make a difference. And I think for me personally, not just because we're friends, but yes, because we are friends, I'm gonna like shower you with love, but I have to say that I have never seen it done better because you covered it all in that movie.
Yes.
And the way you had the villain be a woman, because what we have found out, it's the women who has pulled the girls. You think, why would a girl come to a perfect male stranger? They know to run, right?
The minute you got on that train, you ceased to exist.
A lot of time, they get women to run those things, and those women, they have something on them, either threaten their family or something, and that woman has to be kind of like the hook that lowers those girls in, and you know, to be trafficked. And
yes,
not long ago, a woman was busted for that.
Wow. Yeah, I think I read something about that. Can we go down the list of heavy hitters in your film for I'm Not For Sale?
Yeah, I have to say that I was very blessed to work with some of the most amazing people. Starting with you, Cynthia. Cynthia, you are an amazing person to be around. You have great soul, you're a great actor, and you know, everything you put your mind to, you perfected. You know, I was very, very blessed to have you part of the project.
Thank you.
We have Judy Evans, who's been in the industry for close to 40 years, as American Sweetheart on Days of Our Lives, you know, Hospital, One Life to Live. We have Sn4, you know, who've done so many Lifetime movies, and his biggest action movies was a couple years ago, Never Back Down. We have Dennis Milford, you know, who's also from Haiti and been working very hard and so talented and so wonderful, beautiful inside out. Tom Sizemore is in it. We have so many great actors and, you know, people who came from Romania, you know.
Right.
So it was a collection of love, I feel like. The minute that I put my mind into it, all the difficulty that we have to put the film together, because we lost the lead actor of the movie 3 days before we start shooting.
Wow.
You know, but nobody ever knew that. Nobody knew that. I still kept the same energy. I still keep going because a friend of mine, Alex Mann, who's another great actor in the show, in the movie, he was like, man, maybe we should postpone and things like that. I was like, no, the movie will happen. You know,
yes.
And out of nowhere, Denise Milford was available, and she took on the role, and she kills it. And I don't think I could have chosen a better lead role for this movie.
Wow.
You know, so, yeah, I'm very, very happy.
Yes. Well, and we have some great things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have some great things coming for this movie. Can you share that, or you want to kind of hold on for a minute?
I just recently had a meeting with somebody who have, who sells to HBO and Netflix and also theatrical. So we'll see where that goes. We keep finger crossed.
Yes.
And I also have my own, connection as well. So we see what happens. But
yes,
the goal is for the film to go far.
How many movies do you have? Is it like 14 or 20 or 22? Now I know there's a lot. But I know there's a lot. So how many movies have you done of yours? Because I know people hire you out to make movies as well. How many have you done that are yours?
I would say about 22 films.
Wow.
22
Wow.
films, and about 15 of them I can talk about. Of course, you see.
I was going to ask you about Eric Bellinger behind you.
Yes, I'm
Eric
not.
Bellinger behind you.
Yes, and then that's Street Dream Los Angeles. We did with
Yes.
Jordan and Aaron, Eric Bellinger, Saya, and Lester Spade.
Lester Spade? Wow.
So that film has over 10 million people that watch it.
I'm coming for you. Your niggas are scared on the block, so what you gonna do? I'm coming for you. Your niggas are scared on the block, so what you gonna do? I'm coming for you. Your niggas are scared on the block, so what you gonna do? I'm coming for you. Your niggas are scared on the block, so what you gonna do?
Wow.
On YouTube only, it's at 3 million people on YouTube.
Yeah,
and all the other channel, and it was number 2 on Amazon. So
I know. I saw the movie. It was a good movie. I don't want to give it away, but it was a tearjerker. It moved me. And you know what's weird? It's not weird. Well, yeah, it's weird. It's when you know the person that made the movie, and there's already a bond there. And then a few of the people I do know in the movie, but you pulled, now this young lady here, she's been in a lot of movies too, but I can't think of her name offhand, with the cornrows. The lady right there.
Saya.
Yes.
She's been in Purge. She's been in a lot of big movies, and she's one of the best female hip hop artists out there as well.
Yes, so she's a good actress. Yeah, she's a good actress. So you've worked with a lot of big name people, okay? How does this work? Because people are watching, you actually have the dream. You actually are more than the actor. You're the person that makes the movies, and you can also be in the movie if you choose, but you're also a writer. You can write your own script. People hire you to film their projects, to film their rap videos. I mean, you're in the LA Mecca, and people know you and they come to you for everything. How do you reach out to people to make films? Do you have this Rolodex?
Mainly the way I cast is mainly people I come across. It could be at an event, at a shoot, and I kind of feel these people's energy and have a vibe. If you're playing lead role in my film, I have to know you, because on my set, everybody has to be like family, you know? So I have to, in some ways, know of you or know you before that I can say, okay, we're gonna be on set for a whole week. So that's how I cast my film. I usually don't do like casting or too much casting. If I do, it's mainly like to get like couple supporting role or things like that. But my lead role, the celebrities, those are people that I have met, and we'll be like, wow, I really like your energy, blah, blah, let's work together.
And that's the way it's really done, because I have yet to go to an audition, and I've been in a few films, and I've yet to go to an audition. And I think that, just like you, many directors in LA, sometimes they just pick up the phone and call that person, whether it's Michael Douglas or Sharon Stone. A lot of people don't always have to audition. Like you said, it's the vibe. The director, this is for the audience, the director already knows in their head who they're looking for.
Yeah.
And no matter, you can sing, dance, tap dance, or do backflips, they already know who they want.
Yeah.
So
because I already picture you, and I already been watching you. I take an interest in you, been watching you, and then when we start getting to know each other, then I'm like, okay, because sometimes it doesn't matter how great of an actress somebody is, if you cannot get along with them on set, or how great of an actor, if you cannot get along on set with the person, you will not be able to make the movie with the person. So you have to make sure that that person is a good vibe, good energy to be around.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And see, that's good advice, because we get people to watch, they want to be in the industry. That is great advice. Your first movie, is it Gia, or is that just something that went?
Yeah, my very first movie was this one.
Oh, Our Way.
And then the second one was Life of Gia.
Okay, that was good.
So but they came out around the same time. But those were the first movie where I, I threw my whole self into the ocean, and producing and directing by myself and things like that. So and those movies were the one that put me where I am, because they give me all the experience I needed, and more people coming on board. So yeah.
Well, I want to boast a little bit. When I first met Simon, it was downtown. Well, I know not that wasn't my first time I met you. The first time I came into your office looking for work was downtown Beverly Hills. It was a little intimidating, very impressive, and you are a really, really, really nice guy. However, on set, whole nother atmosphere. You are so good. Run a tight ship, but you're really, really good. And I know that you probably know that you're good, but I learned a lot just by sitting still and watching you. Can I do it? No, I cannot I won't say never, but it's a lot of work. And then you're carrying this 500-pound camera. Like, that thing is heavy.
Yeah.
How the heck do you carry that all day?
You got to learn to, if your cameraman drop out, you have to know how to work the camera. If your makeup artist drop out, you have to know how to do makeup. So I learned my way around. Pretty much, I learned the science of filmmaking.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was part of being a director, that you do the camera thing. Oh, it's not. I don't know. See, I don't know. I've watched it. Look, it's a lot of great work to be able to put your own stuff together, and it's yours. And no one can take it. That's that brown power. That's smart. I take my book from beginning to end. I'm an indie publisher. People are like, how do you do it? You just do it. And once you do it enough times, you've learned it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I'm very proud. You are the definition of a superwoman, for real, because young women, can learn from you. Other women can learn from you and take from you, because you know how to move, you know how to get things done, and you've been doing that for your book, for your show, everything you put your mind to. So I'm always happy to be in your presence.
Thank you. Well, let's boast a little bit on ourselves that we've had some fun. I mean, I know that you have supported some of my Hammer media events, because I do PR for a few bands around town, and I know you're friends with Wyclef, so I invite Simon to this great show. He's filming it for the band because the band wants a video of their performance, and of course he knows. Was it Wyclef?
Wyclef, yeah.
It was Wyclef, yes. So it's a small world, but that's how much I know that you know a lot of people, because you just don't stroll into a concert and already know the performer, especially someone like Wyclef. That was a good time. We have more events.
We had a dance battle. Me and Wyclef had a dance battle. But Wyclef, especially he's from Haiti, so he doesn't matter how much he knows you as a person. Being in the presence of Haitian, he always make you feel, happy and comfortable. So
he got backstage, and I did not. He got backstage, and I did not. You did.
Oh.
You.
Oh. Yeah.
So, but we have fun too. What I'm trying to tell the audience is we actually, you work hard and you play hard, because Los Angeles, everyone likes to come out and let their hair down every now and then. You go out and listen to some live music. I'm not a drinker, nor is Simon. Are you vegan now, or have you went vegan?
No, I just don't eat meat. I eat it once or twice a month.
Okay.
2 months or 3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been working, work out every time I get a chance.
Yeah, you're in great shape. And also so can we talk about the fact that you do stunt work as well? I've seen you in quite a bit of films yourself. You do stunt work.
Yeah, I started as a stunt person, actor. I used to go to audition the same as everybody. I've done a lot of commercials, in my young days, so when I started. But I took shifted into doing more producing and directing, because I saw the struggle in actors and people of colors and brown people, and so. Of course, I cannot do it all myself, but we have to start somewhere. So I was like, you know what, I want to become a producer director so I can provide opportunities for indie filmmakers and for minorities. So that's the reason why, I've been, thrown into it. But producing and directing was always my passion, but every now and then I jump into doing stunts, some
Well,
action scene.
and you've taught people. I've seen you teach some of the guys on set some of the moves.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
almost, you are giving back in so many different ways. I think to come on your set is a treasure. It's a class. If you really sit still, and because it's already cool that you're on set with Simon, okay? But if you really sit still and take it all in and quiet on the set, you really get to learn more about the industry. So that's the great thing about somebody letting you in behind the veil, when you at least get a role and people let you in, because you know it's hard to get in LA. You know, it's not just for us, and because it's so saturated with so many different talents or people who want to be in the industry. So when people do take a liking to you and let you in, it's actually a blessing, and it's something that people should be grateful for, because I'm gonna let people know, if you act up on any set, they're not having you back. They don't need you. They can go out, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let's shift gears. Is there a project you're working on right now that you'd like to discuss?
Yes, so I am right now I'm taking a big step into having my own TV channel, which is going to be available to 80 million people that have Roku TV, and also there will be an app. So pretty much, because right now there's no home really for indie filmmakers, so I feel like having this TV channel 24/7, we can have more indie filmmakers have a home to place their work. And we have so that one called Flix and Go. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on Roku devices. And then I have French Connection that's coming out with, of course, Lester making an appearance. We have Isaac Singleton from Pirate of the Caribbean, and also the voice of Thanos from the Marvel Avengers. We have Elon, we have Khalil, Jamal, so many great people. My partner who took on that journey with me, Brian Cotier. So, and then, so that's for the channel, Flix and Go, and then French Connection that's coming out. And we're working on a new mini series as well. So hopefully you can come in town and be part of it.
Yes, I would love to. Thank you. So the French Connection is a series, right? So do we have
yes.
How many episodes for the first season?
8 episodes.
8 episodes. Okay, so you finished filming the first season. Is that on yet, or are you ready to put it on?
Yeah, so that's going to be on the 28th of this month.
Okay, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal. You know, I'm just so happy for you and for your generosity. You know, I say God is very favorable to me. I don't know why he puts me in such contact with good people, but I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You've heard that saying, right? I just go with it. Now, before you go, because Simon has a few minutes, he's a busy man. Yes.
Yeah, I have another bomb to drop, another blessing. Part of the French Connection, we have a soundtrack album that's coming out. And that soundtrack album have DMX in it. They have Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, Wiz Khalifa, Citro, Baki, Mika Ben, so many wonderful artists, and also Miss V, but was able to retain that project, from this producer with, DMX in it. And we sadly lost a legend. I wish, he could have lived longer, So, yeah, that's another bomb I wanted to drop.
That's a big bomb. That's a big bomb. I know. I still can't find the words for DMX. It's like Prince's birthday was yesterday, and I always make a list of people I'd like to see before I leave this world. And I've seen Prince many times, but he was always on the list. Like whenever he starts up a tour, I don't give a darn how much a ticket is. I'm there. And I felt the same way about Michael Jackson. And I know you're a huge fan of Michael Jackson.
Yes, yeah, Michael Jackson. Beside filmmaking, I'm a student of dancing. I love dancing, and I've stolen a few moves from him, and learn.
You have.
So yeah.
And before COVID, we were going to pay tribute to him.
Yes, yeah, we were supposed to do a tribute event to
Yes.
him. But we will make that happen.
We can make that happen, but I also want to talk to people that they're not going to believe this, but because can you believe this Black man, Haitian man is so talented. He's the real deal. And it's just unbelievable because there's not many of us that have this you have this huge production company called Lucky Strike Films. You know, you make films and you make films, but people also come from all over the world and hire you to make their film. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, films, commercials, videos, pretty much everything we can create it here at Lucky Strike Film Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've also created a film festival. Can we talk about that briefly?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's too cool.
Yes, yeah. Also, another thing I wanted to do, you know, a festival, a way to provide a home for, another way to provide home for indie filmmakers is by having a festival and have thousands of people to be able to view those films, you know, to give those filmmakers more exposure. And, you know, I have the opportunity of having you at a couple of the festivals.
Yes.
So many different celebrities come to the festival. We didn't do it this year because of COVID, but next year, of course, we're going to come back with bigger, with a bang. So I can't wait for that. And it's called Lucky Strike Film Festival.
Lucky Strike Film Festival. And we're not going to talk about it too much on the air, what I'm about to say, because I like to keep my business, no, not my projects until it's done. But Simon is the film company that we have chosen one another to make Iceberg. So, but that was pre-COVID, but we had it in the works, but we have to get back on that page. I know that, I mean, I know your plate is stacked high. I'm glad that you're a phone call away to make things happen. But yes, film festival, when that comes out, we'll, you know, have you on the show again. I'll definitely be there wherever I am in the world. I will be there because that is a good time.
Thank you.
That's, you know, and I'm real proud of you. Like, congratulations on everything you've done. I mean, you excuse me. You've rang the bell and then some to do it in downtown Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. I mean, everybody loves you. And look at all it's an array of work that you have. And guess what? He is just, I won't say getting started, but this is easy for him. Like, he's still got stuff that he's trying to do in his head. He's got books that he's going to put to film of his own. Like, you're right. I want to say, like, it's almost like you're just getting started. Like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You've got so many more big ideas.
Yes, I'm just getting started. Yeah.
Okay, I can say that. You're just getting, because, you know, sometimes you don't want people to say it like that, but what I'm saying is the expression is you're just getting started. Like, we haven't seen nothing yet.
No.
Yeah, right.
This is just the beginning. You know, this is just the beginning. Once people start saying, I'm not for sale, the success of the channel, you know, that's the channel and the Lucky Strike Film Studio is my legacy to leave behind, you know, for generation to come, my kids, you know, they can be like, wow, that was a Haitian that started Flicks and Go, you know? And now Flicks and Go it's like Netflix or whatever it is, you know, but we are a student of love. We are a student of this life that we are, and we have to always be learning, you know, what's the next ways, because life is like a rubber band. Opportunity is like a rubber band, and you can stretch it as much as you can.
Well,
you know? So,
yes, I'm sorry, go ahead, keep going.
Yes.
Speaking of opportunity, okay, Simon does have to go. So speaking of opportunity, you have opened so many doors for Black actors around Hollywood and around the world, from not just Black, from all walks of culture, right? Yeah. So I want to just give a quick plug. The gentleman that you gave an opportunity to, Brian Phillips, from my hometown of Maryland, he couldn't get in for years. He's not going to mind me saying this, I know, because I talked to him. So he couldn't get in, and you gave him a role on one of your films. The one you
Dawn of the Zombie Apocalypse. It's a TV series. Yeah.
Dawn of the Apocalypse was scary. Is it scary? Because I saw the trailer.
And it's so funny. While we're shooting the show, the second season of the show, and it was supposed to be a shut down that happened around the whole town, and then boom, while we're shooting, that shut down, and then shutdown happened.
Wow. Wow.
And I'm
See?
like, wow. And it was a virus that's supposed to be, happen somewhere in the lab, and then it making people, acting weird, and have to fight for survivors and become, like cannibals because there's no more food. So I'm like,
So it
this
actually
is
happened.
yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
See?
Yeah, so we had him, we have Trey in there, we have so many wonderful people. Mike, with his, family, the young girls. So it's the way things happen is amazing.
Well, and so to continue with that, it was your opportunity putting him in the film that he was able to use that reel
Yeah,
to get him. He had landed a major role on The Family Business
yeah,
on BET. And it
yeah.
was
And
because
I met him
you.
through you. I met him through you.
Well, yes, you did. Thank you. Yes, you did. But what I'm saying, well, that's what we do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to eat off of each other's plate. If I know you and I are good, all I need is somebody to say, "I know Simon, we're good,"
Yeah,
and we've been that way for years.
yeah.
So far so good, right? But it would never. If somebody messed up, it wouldn't change you and I, because you know
No,
me.
no. Me, I'm the same person as yesterday and will always be the same person. Whether I have an Oscar in my hand sitting on $1 billion, you got to be the same person because remember where you started,
Mm.
And the minute that I met him, and you say, Simon, I want to introduce you to so and so, blah, 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 that's my people. I was like automatically his family. So
Mm.
whatever opportunity I can provide to him, I'm gonna do just that because your people is becoming my people, and we all dare to uplift each other. So if you're uplifting somebody, that person cross path with me because of you. I have to do my best as well because that's gonna look good on you because that's your connection,
Mm.
And
Yes, I do.
blessing come from Central. Cynthia, blessing come from Simon, blessing, and I got also blessing as well, working with other people like yourself. So we got to spread that love.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna leave you with the last word. That's it. I'm not gonna try to top it. Thank you, Simon, for coming on the Hammer Away show today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And everybody follow me on Instagram, official Romane Simon, Flicks and Go, Flicks and Go on all platform. And then also we coming on Roku TV, of course, starting the 20th, and Lucky Strike Film Studio.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, you're very welcome. I will see you soon in LA.
Yes.
And you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Hammer Away show. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and one love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.